Today, we're going to travel back to the mid-90s. A time of bad girls, big pouches, big guns, and big monsters. At least if you were into comic books. Speaking of big monsters, or demon, I guess it really is. This is the Spawn Malebolgia. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know. Malebolgia. From Todd Toys. So this is still under the Todd Toys banner. But this, if you've seen my video from a couple weeks ago, I was doing like the Halloween thing for October 2020. Today is Wednesday, November 4th, the day after Election Day, when we still don't know who's winning. Anyway, you saw me open the variant for this figure right here, the hamburger head Spawn as it's known. And that didn't have some of these folks here on the back. But this is still called Todd Toys. It's not McFarlane Toys quite yet. So this is still, very, very early Spawn stuff. And I picked up a collection. The hamburger head I've already opened. If you haven't watched it, please check that out. This, the Spawn Alley action playset, and the Spawn Mobile. From a guy who bought them when they came out. They've been stored in a garage, so you can see there's like some water damage here, and this box isn't in great shape, and there's some like gunk up here, so they weren't really stored, I guess, I don't know if safely is the right word, but kind of safe from the elements, I guess. They've taken a beating. And me being me, I'm going to open them. And today we're going to open this bad boy. It says that he's fully posable, his body stands to 15 inches tall. From America's best-selling comic book, Todd McFarlane's Spawn Deluxe Edition Ultra Action Figures. And this was made in 1995. This one is interesting, and I would assume it's because it's so heavy. It's pretty heavy. There are these rivets, if you can see those, that hold the bubble on there. There's 5 of them. And I've never seen another action figure packaged that way. You can see, you can actually see through them, right? Because that glue is not going to hold. It's just, and the figure's too heavy. So they actually kind of riveted it on there, which is pretty interesting. I just kind of wonder how much that cost. And you can see here, he's got a skull. And I guess it was just taped on there, and it's fallen, so it's kind of rattling around in there. And we're going to free him from his prison. He's been in there for 25 years now, if you can believe that. And he needs to exit from this tomb so that he can go wreak havoc on whatever he so chooses. I guess Spawn. So we're going to go ahead and open this guy. You can see it's already peeling there, so it doesn't take a whole lot of effort. The rivets, you do have to give it a little muscle to get it off of there. And you can see the card, it was creased, just not in great shape. There's like dirt up here, and it needs to be opened. I've never actually handled one of these. I've handled several other Spawn figures, but not this figure in particular. So we got this little poster here. It's just kind of a catalog of some of the figures that you can get. In the back is blank. And it says that Malebolgia, as leader of the Darklands, the Lord of Darkness has complete control over all those in the army of evil. Standing over 40 feet tall, Malebolgia is an awesome sight for all who challenge him. Spawn has vowed to one day destroy Malebolgia and all he stands for. Malebolgia is slowly trying to build an army to take on the Warriors of Light. So he's the bad guy. And so here's the skull. We'll set that aside here. And on the box here, it calls it a fully posable gigantic figure. And we lost the hand, but that's okay. We can fix it. there's that plastic crack. So luckily these are not one piece. The hand is separate from the arm. All right, so the mouth opens and closes. The head, like I said, the neck really goes back and forth. Obviously the hands are articulated. We lost another hand. Give Malebolgia a hand, everyone. Haha, waka waka. It's a dad joke. His legs. Oh yeah, the arms, the legs, the knees, and the ankles. So, he smells kind of funky. He's got this hair. It's kind of like a My Little Pony type hair. So let's get this guy standing. If I had the rights to the music, I would play Elton John's I'm Still Standing right now. I guess he's not standing though, so you'd have to wait till I actually get it. Whoop. Lost another hand. Yeah, these hands. You know, one thing about, some McFarlane toys, and I'm not, I think McFarlane toys are great. I think, I'm not really going to go into a big rant or like history of like Todd McFarlane and McFarlane toys and all that kind of stuff, because I already did that in a previous video, and you can watch, there's a documentary on YouTube about McFarlane where he talks a lot about the toys. But one thing with them being so kind of detailed and articulated is that sometimes they break. So they're definitely things that are toys that are easy to break. So this guy's having a little bit of a challenge standing. There we go. Okay, don't move. All right, so yeah, he's a big guy. For comparison, let's see. We've got a Captain Planet Duke Nukem, Toy Biz Fantastic Four Thanos. I think part of the reason it's having trouble standing is the carpet. So you can see the scale there. He's very large, and I think the figure's cool. I think it's well made. And I think it's interesting they had to have him like in a squatting position to package him, because he's so large. I mean, the packaging would just be ginormous. So he's kind of kneeling. So this is again, you can see me kind of struggling a little bit to pose him to where he isn't toppling over. It says the skull fits in his hand, but his hand keeps falling off. I really wish that would stay on there. Okay. So the skull fits in his hand. We'll just kind of do that right there. And you can see here on the back of the card, they kind of have him in the squatting pose, and probably, I would think, because if he was fully erect, he wouldn't be able to fit in this picture. It'd be like zoomed out too much, or they'd have to stick him back, and he would, the scale of it would be kind of off. So I don't know. I guess that's you make these big figures. Sometimes they have some issues. So I think it's pretty cool. I'm not a huge Spawn fan. I mean, I read the comics as a kid. I had a few of them, but I didn't have a lot. Haven't really checked it out in a while. I know, I did see the movie from '97. I know there was like an HBO cartoon I've heard is really good, and some of the figures are coming back and all that. But I think it's cool. I think this the whole sort of Spawn universe is cool, and kind of what Todd McFarlane did and is still doing. I mean, it's still going on. Is pretty neat. So this Malebolgia figure, really cool. It looks good. The sort of logistics of it, I guess you would say, are a little challenging, but I guess that's kind of the risk you take when you make something this large, and it's not, I guess it is detailed, but I think it's more the size of it that is causing the issue. So thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. There's some Spawn. There's the hamburger head Spawn. There is a gold clown. There is a like manga insect robot Spawn. I forget what it's called. I don't know if I've opened an Angela. I have opened a Total Chaos figure. And I don't know, there might be one other. I've done so many videos now, I don't even remember everything I've done. But I appreciate you watching. As always, open your toys and play with them.